Learning to accept failure. Hello and welcome back to day number 55 of my road to 200 kilogram total. Now, as all of you know, this week started out pretty great with that 125 kilo back squat for 3 sets of 5. So I thought it would be, strong enough to do the 130 for a 5x5 at the end of this week. Considering that for the entirety of the past 4 weeks, so weeks 5 to 8, it was mostly me doing a lot of volume and strength work, especially with the back squat. So I was mentally psyching myself up, even gave myself like 2 days to rest instead of my usual just 1 day in between day 3 and session 3 and session 4. So I thought I was gonna be ready for it, but I'll talk about the back squat. I'll talk about that back squat later. But for now, for the first part of my workout, it's just some more band mobilization. I did that for 2 sets, so 5 each of those movements. Then I followed it up with my usual bar warm up. So just getting the shoulders loose, elbows loose, shoulder girdle, the scap muscles, get the mobility in. And as you can notice, I'm finally wearing a headband instead of wearing a hair tie. And if I'm being honest, I actually prefer the hair tie because this headband was compressing my head. Anyways, so now, as you've all seen the title, you can pretty much guess that I failed that 130 kilograms, and it honestly did hurt because I thought I would be able to do it. I did them for a set of 3 last week. I did it for at least 1 set, and I did manage to do it for a triple before failing the second set and then just stopping. You'll see later that I attempted 130 kilograms 3 times before eventually going down to 120 to see if I could still hit at least a 5 reps on that set. But unfortunately, things really didn't go my way today for the back squat. But the things that did go right today were the snatch and the clean and jerk. Especially with the snatch, snatching 65, I honestly really can feel myself pulling myself under the bar better than basically ever. Instead of just powering the bar, hoping for it to go up, I'm actually now shooting under and guiding myself with my arms. So that's a pretty big bonus. Right, and again, my usual practice is to do doubles with the lighter weights, try to double everything and repeating that for a second set just to get the technique down. And as you can see, technique is definitely down. That's actually the best that my snatches have ever looked, in my opinion. Hopefully Fitz also agrees, but he told me that something I should be working on is that I'm pausing too much. Yeah, there. You can see that I have a tendency of pausing, or more accurately, the bar slowing down and not present there in that rep. So, yep, and this is now the final working set. I've actually been jumping a lot of weight, a bigger weight during the snatch and the clean and jerk because I know that I shouldn't be wasting reps on single attempts. And boom, that was good. That was amazing. However, something irked me when not really irked. I could tell that these snatches and clean and jerks, because of how well they're moving, we're all pointing to the signs of, oh no, will I be able to squat properly? So something I did add was that I noticed with my jerk that I'm not finishing the extension well. I know I've talked about this before, but you can really see that my foot has egregious basically, it moves a lot. If you want a chance, how I'd say it in Filipino or Tagalog, it's that makulit, meaning it plays around. So I'm lacking a lot of ankle stability because of because of my ankle mobility, my greater ankle mobility. I kind of sacrifice a lot of that stability, and you'll see it here during the jerk. It's really just during the drive of the jerk, just before I split, that you'll notice my feet doing that thing. Anyway, so here's my first workings. No, my heavy single for today, for the clean and jerk, 75 kilos. Beautiful clean. And watch my right foot. Yeah, there we go. I had to save it a bit, but that's mostly because I really am just practicing catching it with that bent back leg. Oh yeah, and you can definitely see here that I did not want to clean that weight again. I didn't want to clean that weight again just to squat it. Now, for the back squats, I told myself that I needed to save energy. This isn't a triple, wherein if it's a triple, I know that I can just I can afford smaller jumps in between, because I know I won't be as tired. So I decided that my jumps for the fives would be 50, 70, 90, 110, and then 130. Now I know that I said a while back that I don't perform well if I don't have a lot of warming up weight, but honestly, if it's going to be this heavy for this amount of reps, I basically knew that I had to do something to lessen the fatigue, especially since this was supposed to be a 5x5. So the fact that I couldn't even make more than 10 reps total. Alright, here anyway. Here's the 130 kilo first set. This was after a 4-minute rest, by the way. Yeah, got that first rep, and honestly, after that first rep, I told myself, oh shoot, I will not be able to hit this for a triple. But that really didn't stop me from trying, and yep, bar fell behind. Today was basically a practice on how to safely miss a squat, miss a back squat. Good first rep. Here I wanted to be more aggressive with the bar and utilizing some of that oscillation so that it can guide me up. And again, just didn't have it. Really just didn't have it. Now this is the third set, or my last attempt to at least do a triple, or try to do as much reps as I can with this weight. And yep, no, absolutely not. Very disappointing. Honestly, I can pretty much say for a fact that I'm lacking a lot of leg strength, which is weird. Which is weird when you consider that among my other peers here, where I train, like, I have legs for days, but yeah, these squats are just leg strength wise, I'm just not there. So I decided for the fourth set I was going to reduce the weight. And as you can see, third rep, I really wanted the 5. So here's the fourth. Grinded it out of the hole. Definitely on the top end of the force velocity curve. And yeah, after that, I know, you just have to deal with it. Things happen. Training sessions won't always go your way, and hopefully I can focus more on building up my strength for my leg strength, because honestly at this point I think that's a limiting factor, because I know before I managed to do 150. So anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope that by showing that people do fail, Not just I'm by no means even moderate. I'm not elite. I'm not moderately good, but still, it's important to think back on where you failed so that you can learn how to progress forward.